Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Sunday edition of Conversations with Selena. I am super excited about the guest that we have today before you, the beautiful Dr. Kellye Bolar. Welcome, sister.
Hey, how are you? I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. I am excited to hear what you have to share with us today. You all know what time it is. It is time for us to share because we want to just make sure that everyone gets an opportunity to meet our very own Dr. Kellye Bolar. I'm so excited to have her here with me today. So we're going to take a commercial break and we will be right back. Thank you. Go share. We'll be right back. All right. You are in the right place. So I hope you had an opportunity to share. For some reason, I just be over here trying to figure it out. So I'm going to depend on you all to share it for me. So let's see. David. Hey, Sunshine. How you doing, David? Hopefully you had a moment to share. Thank you for joining us today. So if you're with us, say, hey, Kellye. Hey, Kellye. Welcome her today, y'all. Okay. So we played our music. We have we played our commercial to give you an opportunity to share. And what we're going to do now, I'm going to give you a little bit of an introduction for Dr. Bolar today. So I have in front of you Dr. Kellye Bolar. Woo, woo, welcome, welcome. She is from Picayune, Mississippi, and she was successfully raised in a single parent home with a strong influence from her mother, Jennifer Bolar. I know you all know Jennifer. So shout out to the single mother, Jennifer Bolar. We love you. Mwah. And her grandmother, Alberta Parker, and her younger sister, Kelsey Bolar. Kellye has overcome many, many obstacles. She is an educator, dance choreographer, poet, business owner, writer, and speaker. Dr. Bolar. Now I got it on my mind. Dr. Bolar is a graduate of Pearl River Community College, a graduate of the University of Mississippi, Southern Mississippi, with a Bachelor of Science degree in elementary education, a graduate of William Carey University with a Master's of Education in Elementary Education, educational specialist in instructional leadership, and an educational doctorate degree in educational leadership. So we have an educator definitely in front of us. So you want to know something, reach out to Kellye. She is the owner of KB Education, LLC, where she provides educational services to students through tutoring and STEM workshops. Now, we all need a little STEM in our life. She also provides professional and personal development for women through workshops and books. Her love for education runs deep in addition to her passion for dance and performing. As the owner of KB Dance LLC, she works with dance studios and schools all over the state of Mississippi, teaching jazz, tap, ballet, lyrical, contemporary hip hop, pom, and technique classes. Dr. Bolar's mission is to share her knowledge to help others understand how positive thoughts, I know we are into affirmations,
That's right.
positive thoughts, consistency, consistent actions. Okay, this is what we talk about all the time. And the eagerness to learn can bring success and happiness. She highly values God, family, fulfilling friendships and relationships, and helping others, especially the youth, to grow and to improve their lives. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. That is a mouthful of a bio. Y'all should be impressed because I am. So let's see, we're going to go to the comments before we jump in and let you start speaking, Dr. Bolar. Look who's there.
Jennifer, hello, mother. How are you?
Hello,
mother.
Look, I was about to give Jennifer the doctor because I was just rolling on with Jennifer. It was on my mind. Hey, girl. Hey. David.
Yes.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi.
Tricia says, hey, sunshine. Hey, Tricia. I have shirts to give away today, too. Tony Jones says, hello, Kelly.
Hello.
Hey, Aletha. She says, you go. I mean, David says, you go, girl. Hey, Ramonda.
Hi.
She says, hello, ladies. Tricia says, good afternoon, Kellye Bolar.
Good afternoon.
Aletha says she's proud of you.
Thank you.
Mom.
Just saying hello.
Yes.
Hey, Miss Octavia. It's been so long.
I know, right? So those are all the comments. We will be going back and forth just to engage them. If you all have any questions, put them in the chat and we will get back to them. So thank you all so much for being interactive. We have a couple prizes to give away today. So you know how I am. I love to give because God gives back. You know, you can't beat God giving. So I will give with a good heart. Be a cheerful giver. Cheerful, cheerful, cheerful. Can y'all say cheerful? I know y'all can. All right, Dr. Bolar. Tell us what you got good going on.
Yes. Well, there's
my tea. I'm gonna sip on my tea while you tell us some good stuff.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you so much for having me. This has come at like a really good time in my life. It's a transitional period in my life, and I feel like this is like I needed this today. Like I needed this today more than I knew that I needed it when you first asked me. So today, when I knew that this was coming up, I was like, okay, God, everything just happens the way that it's supposed to happen. So yes, I really appreciate you reaching out a few weeks ago. So yeah, like life is good. There's a lot of things going on and I'm so excited about. I've got my businesses that are up and running. I've got the nonprofit, the Cool Kids Club that I would love to like go into more detail about that's going. And life is just really good. And I'm enjoying being able to share the things that I've learned throughout my life with women and the youth and to be able to help them grow in whatever way that they need help with. Anything that I have, any knowledge that I have, I'm always willing to share, because I believe in, community and helping each other get to a space of understanding, peace, of love, So it feels good to be able to exchange stories and conversations with you today.
Look at that beautiful smile, girl. I love it.
Well, thank you. I think I get it from my mama, maybe.
That's the truth. So we're happy to have you here to share everything that you have going on because like in the advertisement that I had done, I didn't hear about the Cool Kids before that. So that's awesome. And, I have a 17-year-old and I don't know what the age limit goes for your STEM camp, but if he can attend or if he can be of some type of assistance to help you, we're willing to do whatever we can. So hopefully this right here will give you exposure. And so if there's anything you need from the community, whether it's here, whether it's on the coast, because, this reaches the surrounding areas as well. then we'll get it out there and get you the help that you need.
Right, for sure. Now,
Yeah.
for the STEM camps, I've been blessed to be able to have my STEM camps for the past 2 years. I started my STEM camp in 2019, Kids Empower STEM Camp. My first one was in Picayune, of course, because that's my hometown, and I had to come back home and have the STEM camp there to bring what I know to the community that I grew up in, and it was such a success. I loved it so much. I was able to create this curriculum that encase science, technology, engineering, and math in a cool and engaging way for kids. And, a lot of the kids that were in the community, they hadn't even heard about the STEM camps that were in the surrounding area. So it just felt good to come, to a space and bring it to them. And the age range that I have for my STEM camps are ages 7 through 12. So it's that first grade up till sixth grade age range. This is my cat, ignore him.
Okay, what's his name? Because he's got to have some attention.
Yes, he has his name is Bo. His name is Bo. And he'll sneak in here a little bit.
Hey, Bo.
Yeah. So my STEM camps is for kids ages 7 through 12, and we just have a variety of, of STEM related activities. We have a lot of hands-on activities, a lot of problem solving activities, chemistry, physics, like all kind of things that kids it's they're bringing it to the basics. We're bringing it back to the basics so they get a really good understanding of what STEM is, because a lot of kids don't really understand what it is and the job opportunities that they would have if they learned a little bit about it,
Mm-hmm.
So and last year I was blessed to be able to have interns to be able to help run the STEM camp. So these were high school kids ages like 17. I think the oldest one, maybe they were in college, so I think they may have been like 22 or 23. So like out of high school or like just graduating high school, to be able to come and assist and earn a scholarship while working for the STEM camp. So I will be putting out some information about our intern application process soon for the STEM camps. We will have a STEM camp in Picayune and in St. Martin or the Ocean Springs area again this year, which I'm really excited about because, I live in Ocean Springs and I have a lot of kids here who came to the STEM camp last year, even though it was, COVID was hot. It was all it was in there, but
Mm-hmm.
we made sure that we spread the kids out. We made sure that we sanitized. We made sure we took all the precautions that we needed to make it a safe environment for the kids. And I really think that this year is going to be a success because last year was so successful, and it was during this whole pandemic thing.
The middle of the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and the kids, they really loved it and they needed it. They needed that. They needed the opportunity to do some things that were hands-on, to get out of the house in the summer, because a lot of times kids are just kind of sitting around, not really doing much anyway. They're on their phones. They are, texting their friends. Well, I'm like, let's bring your phones to STEM camp. We can use technology at STEM camp. We can do something with that. So I just want kids to know that it's, if you're on your phone all day, there are ways to be productive and there are ways to learn while you are on your phone. There are things that I can help them do. So I'm super excited about what this year has to offer for the whole Kids Empower STEM camp. And everything, 50% of everything that I do for the Kids Empower STEM camp goes to the Cool Kids Club. So because the Cool Kids Club is the nonprofit organization that was founded in at the end of 2019, that our whole mission is to empower kids in STEM and life experiences and get to do things on the go. And when that started, COVID had hit, but we were still able to give back to the community. We had a backpack school supply drive. We had a Christmas celebration with the kids, and all those things have really been a success. So, and those are the kids that really may not have the opportunity to attend some of the STEM camps, or they may not have the opportunity to experience some of the things that other kids are fortunate enough to experience. And we want to be able to give back to them through the Cool Kids Club. So
Well,
Yeah.
that is amazing. And you still managed to keep it running through COVID. So that's even a bigger plus that it didn't discourage. You took the necessary precautions. And so, like you said, this year should definitely be even bigger than last year's.
Yeah, and I'm really excited. I've got a good support system too. You know, good group of interns that I had last year. A good group. You know, my family is really supportive. I've had friends that are super supportive. Friends who are that work out at Stennis Space Centers. Friends that work for NASA that have um, that have been able to be a link to help provide these opportunities for these kids. So it's really felt good to be able to use my resources that I have in the community to give back,
To give back.
because
It does.
because that's what it's all about. I can't do all these things by myself. And I know that. I know that God has provided like all these different people, all these different opportunities to help me like go and like live out this mission or push this mission. So as long as I have people on the team that are for the mission, who are positive, who are loving, and they love kids and they love to like be hands-on, they want to learn, like I'll welcome
It's
them
gonna be
100%,
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be successful.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like we were talking before, if there's, two people, one person, 10 kids, whatever the amount is, like I want to be able to give my all to that group of people because I feel like sometimes people can get distracted by the number of people that show up to an event or the number of people that show up to a workshop. But it's like, you got to understand that those people are still there. And, I'm teaching that those are the people that need to hear the message sometimes the most. So I enjoy, developing a plan and like sticking to it as long as it, was safe to do that. So.
Right, right. And I completely agree with that because whenever I started this, I was telling you backstage how it actually began. And I said, Lord, if I just touch one person, so your mouth says one person, but in reality, you want more than one person. So you start looking at the numbers. And I'm like, why am I even doing that to myself? Because I told the Lord, if it just helped one person, it was going to be all worth it. So I quickly went back to that mindset of, if one person life changes by my story, by my sacrifice, whatever it is that I'm doing, because showing up every day, coming on live, even if it's just once a week, I'm sacrificing something, to do this, and I want to be a blessing to someone. So I got away from looking at the numbers. I don't even go back and look at them because I want to stick to what I said. And I'll get a phone call, I'll get a text message because the Lord knows that we need that encouragement sometimes. Like your support system that showed up for you. If you was out here trying to just do it by yourself, that would be exhausting. That would be draining, and you're like, where's my help, Lord? And he sent it to you. So it will be successful so he can get the glory. Friday night, Friday night, we had the mukbang, and I had all these technical difficulties, and I had a few people that hadn't signed on, and they all know that I'm a stickler. I'm trying to hit the go live button on time. And here I am, almost 10 minutes late, feeling a little frustrated. And Fanny is like, girl, just hit the button. You got to be here. And with that being said, the people that show up are the people that's meant to be there at that particular time. And that's what we need to understand whenever we're doing anything. You never know that it could be one person in that group, one person in that audience that will reach many more than you could have just waiting on two extra people. Because you'll lose people in the process because you're not making them feel important because you're waiting on two or three other people. Go with the people that you have and know that that is who's meant to be there. Be confident in your number, whether it's 1, 1,000, 100,000, it doesn't matter. Give your all to the people that show up and that support and love you. And it's going to be a success every time.
Right. I like that. That is so true. That is so true. And I feel like having that mindset of being open to, to sharing with other people, and to a small group of people sometimes though, because that can be so intimate. That's intimate. Sometimes that's some of the best conversations though, because you get to understand the other person because they're more open because it's only because it's a small group of people.
Small group of people.
You know, when I did my dance and discovery workshop recently, I did one in Picayune and I did one in Ocean Springs. I like to kind of spread it out, you know, reach however many people I can. But in Picayune, I had it, and it was so powerful. I absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to do it again. And so it's called Dance and Discovery. One, because dance is my passion and I love it because it is just like in me. I don't know where I got the skills from. Mama, I love you. And she would tell you that I did not get the moves from her. Maybe I got it from my dad's side because my other sister is like, she's a really good dancer. But yeah, dance is my thing. But also another thing that's so important to me is discovery of myself, discovery of like life and the things that are just happening. So it just feels really good to be able to give back to women in that way, in that workshop, you know. It's a blessing. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Thank you, Tricia. So back up here, I don't know if you saw, Katina said hello. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, Dr.
Hi,
Bolar.
Katina.
Hello, Katina. And then Sherry said, such a beautiful spirit.
Hey, Sherry, it's been so long. I hope you're feeling well. That's so
Tricia
sweet.
said, that's awesome. Angela says, hello, family. And then Tricia put that one on there. So that's good. Thank y'all so much.
That's so cool. I love that you can do all of this. You have to like teach me this because this is so cool.
Girl, I've been teaching myself over the time. You know, it hadn't been very long since I've been doing this, but you know, I don't know. I'm just starting to love it because it seems to make other people happy. You know, it brings a smile to their face.
I feel like that's what it's all about. And a lot of times, oh my gosh, Tony said, do not cover. Sorry. She loves me. A lot of times, a lot of the things that I've learned even along the way are things that I've took advice from other people, but a lot of the things I have had to figure it out on my own, you know, and it feels good to say, oh yes, I did it and I figured it out, but having that support system really feels good. So like going, like saying, okay, this is my problem, or this is my question, or this is the thing that I want to do. And having this resource of like, okay, this person's done it. Let me just go to them and ask them a question. And whenever I find people who are open enough to, you know, just share and help me out in that way, and whatever the exchange is, I feel like some people really want like this monetary exchange for every single thing. That's just not who I am as a person.
Right.
Now, I do believe that, you know, I support people's businesses because that's, you know, how people, you know, earn their living, and that's how they take care of their families. But I also believe in like sharing and giving, because in order for you to get things, you've got to be a giving person. And, you know, I feel like just being able to get that, to be able to share is so important. Stop it. My mama is so silly. Oh my goodness. It's so funny.
Yes. But you're right. You know, some people are willing to share information just very freely. I keep going back to Wanda Worley because I just recently met her. But in this short period of time, she's so willing to share information. It's not like, oh, well, I'll give you this information for, you know, $100 an hour. Or, you know, she met with me and she's like, I'm not going to charge you. People say I should charge for the knowledge that I have, but I'm not going to charge you. And that is such a blessing. And I feel like whenever you have that giving spirit, you don't have to worry about anything. Now, you can't let people take advantage of you. Like you're saying, when you have a business, you do have to pay, but you shouldn't have to feel the need to charge for every single thing.
Right.
Because that's just not right.
It's not. See, there are things that I'm doing now, and it's so funny because I just got into this this whole, like, I just put my ebook out on drkellyebolar.com. If you haven't gotten it, go ahead and check it out. It's, the name of it is called Love Yourself Girl, and it's all about nourishing your body, mind, and spirit. And those are things that I believe in 100% that can get you the success, the happiness, the love, the peace that you want. And I just share some stories that I have had in my life that have helped me become a better person, you know? And so I believe that just being open enough to just, putting those little things out there is so important, because I've met with some friends too just recently, because I'm getting into like the coaching and like just helping people out, helping people figure out what their thing is, what they really want to do in life. And it's not this whole, sometimes people think it's this formula, this math thing that you really got to figure out. But sometimes it's just stepping back and saying, okay, what am I doing to make sure my body is good? Not just physically, but like my inside, my health. What am I doing to make sure my mind is right? My mental state, my emotional state. What am I doing to make sure my spirit is right? Am I going to church? Am I meditating? Am I like, what am I doing? So I met with a couple of friends just this week. One was about, okay, I need to figure out how do I need to make some more money. And I'm thinking, okay, God, you put this person in my life. This is my friend. I want to be able to help them. I'm not going to charge him for that, because this is my friend. And I'm like, I want to be able to share. And I haven't really like gotten into it as deep as I wanted to be able to say, okay, let me charge this X, Y, and Z or whatever. But we kind of just talked it out. We talked about what he could do to be able to earn some money, to be able to take his knowledge that he already has. How can he package it to be able to put it out there for people to click the button to say, okay, I want to attend this workshop. I want to attend this camp, or I want to take a class from you. And then another friend just, helping her talk through some of her difficulties that she's had with her career. And it's just talking. It's just conversations. It is, I feel like you learn so much just by going, like meeting at the coffee shop. I met at the same coffee shop with these two people, and now it's like becoming more evident in this very moment, like what God has been trying to tell me like this week. But I met at a coffee shop with two different people this week and had those types of conversations, and it felt so good to be able to share with them and just help them talk it out, because I know that's what's been so helpful for me to be able to figure out, okay, I've got this idea. Okay, I've got this other idea. How can I make these things go together and bring in income, or bring me some type of peace, some type of happiness, or some type of success? So I want to be able to share that with other people, and I have been able to share that. And so if you are that kind of person that needs some help, needs some guidance, go to drkellyebolar.com, and I've got a free consultation on there that you can click on, and I would love to chat with you about it. I would love to chat with whatever it is that is on your mind about, your life, your body, your mind, your spirit, whatever it is. We'll chat about it and see where we can go from there.
Girl, let me go on over here, because I need some body help. I need some help with this body image but you know what? One thing I am doing, I'm just loving the skin that I'm in now. I mean, really and truly, it's like, this is my vehicle, the one vehicle that I've been blessed with. I may have been abusive to it before, because I overate during my whole depressed state. That was my comfort food. And so it hurts you more than what you realize, because you're eating all these unhealthy things, and then you're not moving your body like you should, because you got all these other things that you're trying to process and deal with. So I gained all this weight, which was so unhealthy. But now it's like, girl, this is what you got. You better love it, especially if you're planning on living your best life going forward. And that is what I'm claiming. You know what I'm saying, that my future days will be better than my former days. And I just got to love the skin that I'm in.
Right. I believe that 100%. Now, I don't even know when this was. I was looking back in my my weight. Like I have an app on my phone called Happy Scale, and I record my weight in there. And the biggest weight that I got to was probably like maybe it was like 260 something, 266 or something like that. Yes, this was back in college. So maybe like 2011 or something like that. And I was not happy. I was not happy at all. And, over the last few years, I've been able to lose like a lot of that weight. I think the most that I lost was probably like 70 pounds. I've gained some of that back, but I'm feel good in the skin that I am now. I feel happy, and I feel like I know how to take care of my body now. I know how to work out. I know how to, just make sure I'm good. And just like you said, loving the skin that you're in. Like some days I want to eat pizza, and I want to eat brownies. I want to eat donuts all day long, but I know I can't do that every single day. Like you have to have some type of balance. So I feel like that's what life is about. It's not saying no. Like when I go on a diet or a whatever you want to call it. I don't do a cleanse. I don't do anything like that. When I go on a diet or I'm changing my
lifestyle,
eating pattern, my lifestyle, my eating patterns, I say, okay, what do I get to eat this week? Well, my thing that I love to eat, I love to have bacon cheeseburgers. Like, that is my thing. So how can I have a bacon cheeseburger?
Girl, you making me hungry.
Look, I'm telling you, how can I have a bacon cheeseburger? Not like the mug shots that I had yesterday. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to mug shots, but they have these big old juicy bacon cheeseburgers. They're so good, but I know I can't have that every day. But how can I make it at home to where it is going to nourish my body in the way that I need to get the results that I want? So, all right, so I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to buy some ground beef that may be a leaner ground beef. I'm going to get some fat-free cheese. I'm going to get bacon, the real bacon, because I just don't do the turkey bacon. I just like to do the real bacon. And then I may get some light mayo, and then maybe a lighter type of bread. And I'll eat that, and it'll be a smaller portion, but it is still a bacon cheeseburger. I don't deprive myself of things that I know that I want, because I feel like that's not how you have the consistent results that you want to get. So that's my one little tip about eating. If you want the pizza, figure out a way to eat the pizza that's different. Maybe you need to get a lean cuisine pizza, or maybe you have a slice of pizza only one time a week and not the whole large box.
Right.
It's all about making those little bitty changes. So
I agree, because when you deprive yourself of it, once something happens, especially if you're an emotional eater, once something happens and you go get it, you just overdo it because you didn't treat yourself along the way. And so in order to live your happiest life, you need to live a balanced life. And that takes practice, because sometimes we overdo it. We're workaholics, we're foodaholics, we're some type of aholic. Seems like no matter who we are, unless we really focus in on, okay, I'm going to take control of my day. I'm going to schedule my day. And these are the things that I'm going to do today. And
go
to the store and make myself my own personal version of mugshots burger, whatever it be. This is, you're taking control over your day, because I'm tired of the life just slinging me from side to side. I'm getting day by life. No, I'm going to get up, and these are the things that I'm going to accomplish today, because I'm taking control over my life. And that takes practice.
That takes a lot of practice. And one of the things that I tell people all the time, because they ask me, okay, well, how do how are you so happy? And I'm like, look, you obviously don't know Kellye Bolar very well. Like, I'm not happy 100% of the time. I just recently started, my light just went out. I just recently started drum lessons, and my instructor said, "You're such a happy person." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you're seeing this, for this little bit of time, but I'm not really happy all the time. But this brings me joy. Me going to and learning something new brings me a lot of joy. It makes me happy. It brings me comfort. It brings me peace, And another thing I was going to say is that I journal almost every morning. I don't journal, there have been some times where I haven't done it every single morning, but most times I am writing in my notebook. I write 3 things that I'm grateful for. I'll write down the things that I'm going to do for the day, and I write down my affirmations. Those things are so, so, so important, because it sets the intentions for the whole entire day. I'm able to say, okay, I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my family. I may write down, okay, what am I doing today? Well, today I am going to have the best time with these conversations with Selena on Facebook Live and on YouTube today. I'm going to go to the grocery store. Just little things like that for me help me set the intentions for the day. And my affirmations: I am healthy. I am surrounded by positive women, positive men who are on a mission to enrich their lives. What is for me will come to me. Just really just writing out those things really help me get through the day, And I talk a lot about that journaling process in the ebook that I have out. And when I say it really has helped me, and I didn't create that. That's not my thing. I don't even know where I read it at. Maybe in another book that somebody else got from somebody else, But I think it may have been The Year of No Nonsense by Meredith Atwood. That is where I got it from. where she talked about the things that she was grateful for, and this 5-minute journaling process that really helped her set her intentions for the day, for her to push out all the nonsense that she had in her life. And I was thinking, well, I've got some nonsense, like some habits that I really don't want to have. Me not eating as healthy as I want to be, me not having the best relationships with some of the people who are close in my life, and then me not having this consistent workout routine for my mind, for my body, and for my spirit. So it really helped me get on a path to, saying, okay, well, what is it that I really want every day? And what is it do I want out of life? And then doing those things daily has been like those little steps in the ladder to help me get to that bigger goal, So
you have to make it work for you. Whoever the author is that you just referenced, I'm sure she didn't just create it. This isn't nothing, she didn't recreate the wheel. She just took somebody else's. Some people do 6 things, some people do 3 things. And with you putting 333 up there, you see that we started at 333.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Yes, that
the
is.
Lord giving me confirmation,
not
girl.
Coincidence. I think that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Because it came from the 333 came from a couple things. So for some reason, my eyes go to the clock at 333, and I'm like, Lord, what are you trying to say? And then people that are into numbers, they'll start to tell you 3 is the Trinity, 3 is the number of completion, 3 is the number. You just get different things that represent the number 3. So when I was sick and I was in the bed, I remember I had scriptures posted all around me, but there was one that Sharon had called, and she said, I want you to read Jeremiah 33:3. And it says, call unto me and I will answer, and I will show you great and mighty things. And the Lord really is showing great and mighty things. And it's not just to me. In this season, he is revealing himself to so many different people, because I don't know, everybody's life just seems to be at a point where great things are happening, great things are in store. And if you haven't seen them yet, you need to wake up intentionally and say, I know that today something great is going to happen to me, because that is how I'm waking up every single day.
Right.
Mainly because I'm grateful to open up these 2 gifts right here. My eyes, I'm grateful. And then on top of that, I've had prophetic words spoken over me just over the past few months that I'm like, okay, which direction is going to come from? And it's going to come from a place that I did not even expect. I do know that. So I might be looking over this way and my blessing is coming from over here, but I'm looking up with great expectations. And that number 3 is my number right now. I'm not usually an odd person number. I'm usually even, because my birthday is April the 10th. So those are like even numbers. But baby, 3, that is my number right now. So I have to explain it occasionally where the 333 comes from. But that's why we started at 333.
Yeah, that is so cool. And I really believe in that. Whenever you ask for like guidance, whenever you ask for help, like sometimes we don't see it. We don't know that that's what the help is. I think I was on TikTok or something, and they had a comedian. It was a Christian comedian. He had this little skit. He was like, God, send me whatever it is you need to send to me. And he gets a knock on the door. And the guy says something like, hey, Billy needs a place to stay. And, he was wondering if he could stay here tonight. And he was like, no, Billy can't stay here. And he said, God, whatever you need me to do, I'm here and I'm willing to listen. And he gets another knock at the door. And he does the same thing over and over. And he kept missing the sign from God to like do the thing that he was calling him to do. And I feel like in life, sometimes we miss those blessings or miss those opportunities because we are not looking through the lens that we need to be looking through it.
Right. Right.
So I feel like, a lot of times whenever I go out, one of the things I like to say is, okay, I'm so open. I'm open to receiving all of the greatness that God has to offer. Just send it to me. I'm open to receiving it. And, sometimes I'm like, some things happen. I'm like, okay, God, that's you over there. Okay. All right, let me go this way now.
Let me go this way. I was headed this way, but I see you lead me over this way. But you have to have that spirit of listening. We talk so much that we don't take the time to be still to listen. I know I be rolling with it and then wonder after I get to that dead end road, well, why am I over here? Because you didn't take that time to listen.
Mhm.
I told you to turn way back over there, but you was too busy running your mouth and had too many distractions.
Yes.
Getting caught up in the numbers or doing
Yes.
something that you had no business doing.
That's right. At church today, that's what they spoke about. What did he say? Be quick to listen. I can't remember the verse exactly as it said, but be quick to listen and make sure that you're hearing what's being said to you instead of trying to talk all the time, instead of trying to like share things all the time. Like be open to receiving what people are saying. Because sometimes that's when we learn the most, whenever we stop for a second and just hear what people are saying. And sometimes it comes from people that you wouldn't necessarily listen to or have a conversation with, even at the coffee shop or at Walmart or at the gas station. Sometimes you get those signs, those signals from God that are through other people that you don't even know. You wouldn't even expect it. And some people think, oh my gosh, Kellye, you are like looking way too far into him. Like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. You think what you want to think, but this is like, I feel it. And, some people aren't on that same wavelength. They
not.
have that mindset, and that's okay. I hope and pray that they get to that space where they are able to be open enough to receiving all of these beautiful, amazing gifts that God has to offer us through the life that they're living outdoors, and not so much through the media and the news outlets all the time. Just as we were speaking earlier about watching people just being so consumed with the news. And yes, we are in some crazy times and it's scary, but if we focus on just things, this is me personally, if I focus on the TV and the news too much, then that will cloud my mind and cloud all of my judgments. Like, I've got to be open to listening and receiving the word through God, and not necessarily always through what's on the TV. So
we definitely don't need to get our word through the television anyway.
No.
But in this time that you're writing down your 3 things that you're grateful for, other things will come to you whenever you start to just have a moment. I know sometimes when I'm in the shower, that's when I don't have a pen, I don't have paper, I don't have a voice recording. I'm like, oh my God, my memory, Lord Jesus, you're gonna have to help my memory, because it'll just start to flow in the shower. But that's a quiet time. That's an away time. Like I told you, now I have that closet space where that's going to be my time just to go and sit and meditate, because I need to know where I'm going. Kids, they need to understand early. They're so quick to want to be grown and get out of their mother's house and all this sort of thing. But those years, they roll by so quickly. You better enjoy the time that you have at your mother's house. You better enjoy your youth. And because life goes by quickly.
It does.
I'm now the older people. Older people, they just so old. That's how the younger people see us. And now, so I done turned into the older people. And now just going forward and just thinking about approaching 50, it's like, okay, you need to get it together and you need to live a life intentionally get up and do this, get up and do that, get up, so that you can enjoy every single moment, because we only get 24 hours in a day. You wonder how people can get so much more done than what you can. And it's because they've thought out their 3 things, their top 3 things that they're going to do for that day. And so they're productive because they can go back and check it off. Okay, check, I've done this, check, I've done that. And once you've done the top 3 things, then you can go and sit and maybe watch television, but you've got the most important things out of the way first. And that also is a process if you don't have that just in you. And all of us don't. And I'll be the first one to say, it's a work for me to make.
It is a work in progress. Now, I make sure, like, one thing that I have too, are just around my place, in my car, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, I have sticky notes that I write down things are, like affirmations, even just like a little checklist, like a grocery list, whatever it is, any little thing, I write it down. So in my car, I've got affirmations just like stuck to the dashboard. It's on the bathroom mirror. Like, they're just everywhere, but those really help me too. And then if I need to, I'll write down my things to do, like on the sticky note. And then, like you said, as I finish it, I check it off, and it is the most exhilarating feeling ever to like check it off the list. Like it just feels so good. I feel so accomplished. I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, so it can be so simple. Like when you start off, I feel like people think, oh, it's gonna have to be, I've got to finish this 20-page paper on the checklist. No, that's not how you start it. My checklist sometimes says things like, if I know like today's Sunday, go to church. All right, check. I went to church. All right, go. It may say go to the nail shop. All right, check. Go to the nail shop. It may say, okay, go to the grocery store and pick up a loaf of bread. Just anything little like that. Start so small, and then later on, those bigger things are gonna feel even better because you've been able to check off those small little things off the list.
The sticky note system is my friend.
Oh, absolutely. It's my friend too. And some of my friends come over and they're like, what, girl, what is this? And now they understand. Okay, she got her sticky notes, her affirmations. You were loved. Nothing's impossible. Like all these little things written down. And I feel like it's just a good reminder. Sometimes you need it.
You do need it. And I just want to jump in and say, I even had to start doing the Post-it notes in reference to my children.
Mm-hmm.
So, most of my sticky notes was just, I am this, like you were saying, I am strong, I am powerful, I do not quit, keep going, different things like that. But then I read somewhere where, in order for you to start thinking differently about your children, especially if you have those kids that don't want to help or you got to keep motivating them. So I put Post-it notes that say something like, Sean is so helpful. Joshua is an awesome soccer player. Sean, you only have two, so they go back and forth. And I try to say the same, equivalent thing about both of them, because I'll never want one of them to feel like I like the other one better than this one, because I just like them both the same. I just both the same. But just when I'm feeling some type of way, my eyes might go across that says, how helpful they are, and it softens my heart toward not wanting to be so angry at them because I'm trying to pull them to do something, so the sticky note system definitely helps because it'll catch your eye at the very time that you need it, or it just encourages you throughout the day. And so I was glad that I read that somewhere, to make those things about your family members, not just affirmations, but also affirmations in reference to how you want to see them or what you feel about them.
Right.
Way, not that they're lazy, but they're so helpful.
Right. Because that's
things as though they are,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like speaking, like you said, speaking what you want. I think a lot of people say, oh man, I don't want to get sick, or I don't want to, fail this exam. You got to rephrase. You got to reprogram your whole thought process. Like if you want to do something, like say what you want. Don't even think about the things that you don't want, because as soon as you call out the things that you don't want, those are the things you're going to get. So if I say, oh man, I don't want to get sick, guess what you're
just
saying?
Say, I am healthy.
Right. I am healthy. Or if you say, oh, I had a kid when I was teaching algebra in the school system. She was struggling with math so bad. Algebra 1, she was 9th grade. I'll never forget this. She was struggling so bad. And she kept saying, I'm not good at math. I'm not going to pass this test. I hate math and all these things. And I went to her, I said, look, what do you want? I want to pass this test. And she was like involved in extracurricular activities. So she really did need to pass this test, And I said, okay, well, I want you to start thinking that. And I stress this to my students so much. That's one of the things that I can say that I do miss about being in the classroom, is that relationship that I had with my kids, because they knew that, the things that I said to them, like I tried to make sure that I was really, really positive to them and showed them how, to change the way that they were thinking, because that's so important in life. And so I would say to them, positive thoughts leads to positive results. I said that all the time and they knew it. When I was saying, they would be like, positive thoughts lead to positive results, and just, whatever. They didn't really like hearing it, but they really did. They knew that it helped them. And this one particular student, there was a test that was coming up, and on the top of her test, she was doodling, and it wrote positive thoughts. And she had little hearts and things all over it. And I will tell you this, she passed that test. She passed that test. And I don't know if she studied that night or if she was just thinking positive thoughts, but she passed the test. And she had not passed the test before that. She had not passed the test. But the moment that she decided that she was going to start speaking what she
Wow.
actually wanted and start really calling for the things that she, wanted to achieve, she got the results that she wanted to get. So I believe in that 100%. The moment that you start to shift the way that you're thinking, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you talk to other people, the way that you talk about yourself, and the way that you talk about other people, like your whole life is going to change. So
Girl.
even sometimes whenever I think, oh man, but now I feel like I don't really work with people that I don't want to work with, because I'm able to say, okay, I'm able to like communicate with them. But in the past, when I would think, oh man, I don't really want to go to work and talk to this person, I had to shift it. All right, I really love working with this person. What can I learn from this situation? This person's going to teach me this and I'm going to love it so much. It's just a shift
It is.
in your thinking, and that will change so much, and I think some people think, oh man, that's like, that doesn't work. But
But
have you
it
tried it
does.
though? Have you
Have you
tried
tried
it?
it?
And like, if you haven't tried it, try it for a week and then come back to me and tell me it don't work. Okay?
Yes, yes. Yes, it starts with your mindset. You're right, Tricia. And Tony says positive thoughts always.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Positive vibes only. That is so true.
Yes.
It does. It changes, it sets the tone, like you said, for your day. We're going to start out with the affirmations. And when things start to not go the way that we expect, just know, it's okay. Don't get so worked up because you can't change it anyway.
Right.
It's done. You just have to accept it and move forward. For instance, we did your video. I did it like a week ago. I mean, even the thing told you 6 days ago this video was created, but it was only from my eyes. I was thinking, how in the world did that happen? Under your profile, you can have public, you can have private, you can have for certain friends only. And for some reason, this only for your eyes was marked when I got ready to reshare it today, just to remind everybody to show up. And I was thinking, how did that happen? But that was a learning experience for me, just like Friday night's mukbang was an experience for me. And that's what I'm looking forward to, these opportunities to learn. I'm not looking at them like, oh my God, it's just so messed up. And oh, I just can't believe I did. Normally, that's the old Selena. I would have beat myself up and just been like, what in the world are you doing? You need to stop and let somebody else do that because you all out of your lane. Not at all. I feel like this is my purpose for this time in this season. Everything has a season. And so I'm embracing it. And if something goes wrong, hey, that's an opportunity for me to learn the next time. So I'm in the process of creating me a checklist for what I need to do before and after or during the podcast so that it flows smoothly. People are like, you're doing a great job. Well, I want it to be better. I want people to want to come on Conversations with Selena, to tell their story, to advertise their business, whatever it is that they want to share. It's a platform that I'm not going to discriminate, and I can stay neutral, even if it's kind of a hot topic. I want to make sure that I remain neutral and just say, I'm allowing this platform for you to voice your opinion. So hopefully and prayerfully, I'm just learning through this process to keep a positive attitude, not beat myself up, be forgiving, but also let it be a lesson learned for the next time. So the next video, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure that it's public,
Yes.
Doesn't give you a little ding, like a reminder, hey, you just have this set for on your eyes only. It didn't do that for me. So, just a learning process. So I hope that everyone will gather this and this information and understand that you're not the only one.
Right.
Make sure to think positive thoughts. It's all in your perspective. Take some golden nuggets away from this. There's a lot of information being put before you, but jot it down. Some of the things that Dr. Bolar has said, put it down and put it into practice next week so that you can start living your best life. Do an alternate burger,
Yes.
Put the notes all around. Get your body, your mind, your spirit all in alignment. So I just have really enjoyed, this segment and everything that she said. And I'm going to take note, 333. I'm going to take a picture of that because that's the number. And I'm going to put that into to practice tomorrow. I think I
Mm-hmm.
used to have the number 5, but I'm gonna go to number 3. That'll make it easier. It won't seem so like, oh, I got to come up with 5 things. But for me, it's easy to put down things that I'm grateful for. I don't have a problem. I can get to 10 and 13 and 20 and no
Right.
But to make it feasible for you in the morning when you got things to do, 3, 3, and 3. Make your to-do list for 3 things, 3 affirmations, and 3 things that you're grateful for. And your life is going to change.
Right. And I think today was a perfect day to like have this because tomorrow's Monday and a lot of people start new things on Monday. They like to start new things. And I know I do. And I know that tomorrow I told myself that, getting back on track with, my eating patterns and I've been pretty consistent with my workouts and but just making sure that all of the little things that I've been working on are like back on track. It's just important. So if you need some motivation, if you need somebody to push you, if you want to hear some encouraging words, follow me on social media, on my Facebook page or on my Instagram. I like to post a lot of stories on there and just be interactive with people and just encouraging and just motivating and all I'm doing is just sharing things that people have taught me, sharing things that I've read, sharing things that I've learned from other people. And I feel like that's the beauty of all of it, and so yeah, if you need some encouragement, follow me. I know I'll need some encouragement from other people. So I think it's going to be a very beautiful process to be able to share with so many different people.
So what are you on Instagram? Just your first and last name?
Yeah, it's Dr. Kellye Bolar.
Okay. So you're Dr. Kellye Bolar on all social media?
Yes, Dr. Kellye Bolar on Instagram, just Kellye Bolar on Facebook. And that's all I'm on. I'm on TikTok, but that's a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, very good. I'm gonna put that. See, I think I got it.
Yeah, perfect. And yeah, and so and then on my website, drkellyebolar.com, like I said, there's space for you to go ahead and book that free consultation. There's space for you to donate to the Cool Kids Club to help push our mission of empowering kids to be all the things that they want to be. And we would love your support and to help us make that happen for the kids in the Mississippi Gulf Coast, just Mississippi in general, in our community, because we know that some of our kids don't have the resources to do the things that they want to do, to go to a nice restaurant, to experience, museums and art shows and things like that. And we want to provide that for kids. And we are super excited to be able to do that.
Yes, and we're super excited because our children need that.
Mm-hmm.
Need that desperately. We needed it back when we were kids. So
oh yeah.
Yeah, and the exposure too, because there's things that's happening right here in town that you don't know about until after the fact. And I'm like, we're so small. There's no reason why anybody should not know an activity or something that's available, resources that's available for their children, which is another reason why I'm trying to make advertisement here available for people so that we can share and get the word out on things that's happening in our community. Yeah. And I'm not sure if you said, did you get a chance to say that it was postponed? I think you did.
Yes, the 5K has been postponed. It won't be this Saturday, but whenever we do put out the next date, I will make sure that we post it on our website, on my Facebook page, and on my Instagram account. This whole month of March has been Cool Kids Get Fit month. So if you go on my Facebook and Instagram pages, you'll see just all these videos that we've had our ambassadors share about, healthy tips, about how to eat healthy, working out, like having a little dance for exercise, some mindfulness. But we are hoping to do something for the end of March to kind of bring it all together since the 5K did have to be postponed. So be on the lookout for that. If you have kids, please show them those videos that we have on Facebook and Instagram. Have them recreate them. Show us their healthy snacks. Share your the books they like to read, some workouts that we've done, video them doing those workouts, send it in to us because we want to be able to give to our kids. So whenever you do send their names and those videos to us, we'll post them to our social media with your permission, and then their names will go into a drawing for them to win a gift card. And we would love to be able to give back to the kids. So just share those videos with them. We would love to see them, and we want to get all of our kids and all over Mississippi moving and active and getting fit.
For longevity. We want to
for longevity.
Life.
Yeah, so not just March. March is at the time that we're just promoting this, is even after March, for life, because that's important, because your physical health, your whole body health is important to your overall health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. Like all of those things go together. And if you're not making your body, if you're not taking care of your body, your mind, then your job is not going to go like you want it to go. All of your relationships that you have in your life, those things are not going to go in the way that you want them to go. So it first just takes you loving yourself. Love yourself, do what you need to do to take care of you so that you can be able to give to other people.
That's true. Mm-hmm. And for me, I don't even know, since we're just new back in one another's life. So each month has been an affirmation. So I did like 33 days of I am affirmations at the end of last year. But this year I decided to do 1 month, for one affirmation a month, so we could focus on that. So January was confidence. February was I can't believe that I forgot. Love. February was love. How could you forget? February was love. And then March is motivated. So we marched in motivated. And so after this weekend, I said, okay, my Monday motivation is going to be march on. So we marched in this month motivated, but in the middle, so many things have happened to kind of get you discouraged, and life get to knocking you around. But guess what? We got to march on. So in the middle of the month, it's like, okay, come on, y'all. I know you probably done got knocked around a little bit, but we're going to continue to dust ourselves off, and we're going to march on, and we're going to be motivated about life. That's what's going to help, that you just get excited about your life. And it takes you to start talking differently to yourself. It just doesn't come naturally. People don't just wake up and you're like you said, you're not smiling all the time, because life is happening to you. We have personal things that are going on, financial things that are going on, emotional things that are going on. But it is a decision. It is a decision that we make to shift our mindset, that our perception is different when things come to happen toward us or at us or to us, that we're decided that, okay, life is not happening to me, it's happening for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Once you get to the next level, you understand, okay, that's why this particular thing happened to me, or that's why I met this person. So stop looking at it as life is happening to you, but life is happening for you.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And, I feel like a lot of times, just like you said, life happens, and the things that we get to do, the job that we get to go to, like we get to do it. We don't have to do anything. No one is making you do anything at all. Just making sure that whatever you're doing, just say, I get to go to this job. I get to play with my children. If you have children, I get to experience life in this way. And it's like the moment that you shift the way that you think about life and the way that you shift it's going to make it so much better, and you're going to be so much happier, and you're going to be able to share so much more and learn so much more from that. So it's so beautiful.
Yes, it is. It really is. So before we close out, I'm going to take a moment and thank you, Miss Tony. I saw Vinny popped in. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
David, thank you. He said, that's so true. Tony says, marching with God and winning. Thank y'all so much for your interaction.
Yes.
So for a moment, we're going to take a commercial break. But while we're taking a commercial break, if you're still here, just say, I'm here. Assign yourself a number that someone else doesn't have. So I think we have maybe 9 or 10 people left. So pick a number 1 to 10 and put it in the chat if you're still here. And we're going to take us a quick commercial break and be right back. I say that, I got to find it. All right. So y'all saw Miss Bowen. She is back in town, and you're able to make an appointment to see her on Tuesdays. She's only here on Tuesdays, so we're welcoming her back to town. We're so thankful for her, and so I just wanted to play that ad for her. So make sure I got your number right. So Vinny is 6, David is 7, Tony is 2, Dion. Okay, Dion, we gotta give you another number. David is 7. So let's see. Dion is number 8. Awesomeness. This is great. I know we got more people. I need you to say I'm here. So while y'all are still grabbing a number, I am going to tell you who won this weekend a dinner.
Ooh.
The chicken stick. That is going to be Dominic Hart. So congratulate him on his winnings. And then we had Lasagna Merrill. She won a t-shirt. Can you see that? That t-shirt is from Tricia Powell's podcast. I am Tricia Powell. So we will be giving another one of these away today. So Tracy, if I pull your name, you can't win your own shirt. And then the other gift that we have today is a Starbucks gift card. And that's for $15. So let's see here. You've just been giving away.
You have. That's so awesome.
I love it.
That's so good.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Joshua, come here. Octavia is 5. Got it. Go to my app that picks the numbers for me. Okay. Miss Hinton is number 1. Miss Aletha is number 10. Okay, Octavia, we got a number 5. Okay, so I'm going to go down the list just to make sure I have everybody. Vinny is 6, David is 7, Tony is 2, Dion is 8, Octavia is 5, Shan is 1. I think I said that right. And Aretha is 10. All right, speak now, forever hold your peace. If I didn't call your name, put your number and your name in. Oh, and look, Octavia's here. She won $25 to Texas Roadhouse. And I have her card right here. I need to go deliver it. Look at there. There you go, Octavia. See, I have it. I just got to deliver it. All right, so Joshua put in numbers 1 to 10. So the first one will be for the Starbucks gift card. So Lasagna, I need for you to tell Tricia your size, what size you need. You got it? 1 to 10? Okay, put generate number. So Joshua's pulling the numbers today.
Woo.
Duck your head down.
Number 4.
Nobody claimed number 4.
Do it again.
Yeah. Brittany can't have number 7, Octavia, because David is 7. So let's see. We'll give her number 3. Brittany can be number 3. We don't have a 3. Okay, so Brittany's number 3. Okay, do it again. No, number 4. One more time.
I got number 4 again.
Generate again.
Number 5.
Okay, so Octavia, look at here, Octavia. She said, if I show up, I'm gonna win. That was for the gift card. Was that the Starbucks?
Starbucks gift card.
Okay, Starbucks gift card. So there you go. So now I have 2 cards to deliver to you. Hand it to me, Joshua. I just knocked it down. So you know what I'm gonna need you to do? I'm gonna need you to give me a shout out. Shout out that Conversations with Selena done hooked you up. You not only get dinner, you even get some caffeine. So that you look at her, talking about laugh out loud. Congratulations. Oh no, that's Venice then. All right, so Joshua can do it again for a t-shirt from I Am Tricia Powell. Make sure you all go and listen to this podcast. It is amazing, and she has it on Facebook. So I Am Tricia Powell. She has these beautiful shirts, and Joshua's getting ready to pull. So who's the winner? Let's give me a drum roll.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Dion. All right, Dion. Woo, woo. So inbox Tricia and tell her what size you need and which style. So I have this one, and then I have this one. So that's number 1 or number 2. So this one is number 1. Look, I'm assigning them. Number 1 has this, and then this one is number 2. And thank you all so much for your patience. I just want to say that Conversations with Selena is taking on a life of its own. We've been doing pop-ins on businesses. So far, it's been restaurants this past week, and I have to stop because I'm getting a little fluffy. Delicious meals. So next week and the following week, we're going to just kind of mix it up with different type of businesses. I know there's a couple of what am I trying to say? Like apparel businesses that I want to drop into. They have some new drinks. What is it? Unity drinks or something? Unity Nutrition. Just wherever I feel like it, I'm just going to pop in and see if it's okay for Conversations with Selena to have a conversation with them and hopefully give their businesses a shout out on here so that we'll know what's going on in this community. This will be another resource, in my opinion, another outlet, another platform that we can use. So right now, Dr. Bolar is front stage and center. We want you to support her. Go get the ebook. I know that I will. As a matter of fact, we will be giving away a free ebook of hers tomorrow. How much is the ebook?
It's $10.
$10. Okay, so we will be giving away an ebook on tomorrow from drbolar.com, drkellyebolar.com, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you can follow her on Instagram, you can follow her on YouTube, and you can go to her website. She needs support. She needs your assistance in all of these wonderful things that she has going on. So if you want to be a part, there's no excuse. You can find her, drkellyebolar.com. You all know exactly who she is, and we definitely want to show our support. So thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It's been so good to have this conversation with you, and I look forward to having this again. Hopefully in the future, you will be able to come on my Facebook Lives and share your story with me and my audience, and I would love to have it. So I'm looking forward to building this relationship and continuing to move forward.
Awesome. Look, I look forward to that. Look, I get an invite. I can go somewhere and tell my story. I love it. drkellyebolar.com. Yes. All right. Well, thank you all for joining. I will be back in the morning at 5 a.m. if it's God's willing. And I open up my eyes at 4. Y'all know it'll be a struggle, especially, but I'm going to eat healthy. Tomorrow I'm going to start writing down my 3 things, and it's going to be healthy eating. It's going to be one of them because I want to be my best.
Yes.
And, take care of this one vehicle that I have to get through this thing called life. So thank you so much for joining me. We will see you in the morning, 5 a.m. And guess what? Keep it smiling, sunshine. Mwah. Have a great one.